The reporter you just heard from there is Sherlene Shanklin. And in our newsroom, Sherlene has many hats that she wears, and reporter is just one of them. But she's been leading the charge with our entire Moments That Matter project. And in this week's Teammate Convo, I asked her what Black History Month means to her and what else she has in store for us this month.
Well, Black History Month means to me every day. And that's what a lot of people don't know. My parents grew up in two different parts of Kentucky, one in Todd County and one in Shelbyville, Shelby County. And the neighborhood I grew up in, Cecil and Broadway in West Louisville, had a rich history. So I was always surrounded by it. You know, I always knew who the history makers were in our community. But I don't think everybody did. And I think that's the reason why it's so important to have Black History Month.
I think we all kind of realize at different times that the stories we're reading in our history books are only part of the story. You know, when I was a young boy, I would read the history books and I just kind of accept like, okay, well, this is what happened. And sure, that is what happened. But later in life, you realize like, oh no, like there are parts that are either intentionally or unintentionally left out. Do you remember when that realization became super clear for you?
I knew some of those unsung heroes that were never mentioned, but didn't know to a capacity until I got to college and realized there were so many newsmakers, but we didn't know their names. So I started educating myself. My church was educating our young people. And that's, you know, I think that was the hardest part, is just not knowing until I got to college.
Tell me some of the projects that you and some of our colleagues here at WHAS are working on this month.
Well, you know, it's 28 days, 28 stories. That's how we're putting it. Moments that matter. It's a history lesson. And it's not just Black history, but it's a history lesson. Things that we should have learned about many years ago. I think you're going to love a lot of these. We're doing business. We're doing politics. We're doing entertainment, sports. We're hitting all realms of the community.
So for those of us who are watching these stories, and on March 1st, we've seen all 28 of them, how do you hope our perspective is different going forward beyond Black History Month?
I had no idea. I want everybody to go, aha, I didn't know. And if I can pull that off with a handful of people that said, I just didn't know, that would be a huge accomplishment. But I'm getting emails and phone calls and texts from people from all over the United States. Believe it or not, they're watching our links and they're saying this could be a curriculum because we're so involved and we're doing the research and we're getting the things done that we need to get done.